Either ever feel like the world of work is like changing faster than ever? You're not alone.
Definitely not.
Today we're diving deep into The Inevitable Future of Work
Right.
by Nuri Demirci Lopez.
Like,
He's got a front row seat to this whole evolution, and trust me, his insights are about to seriously upgrade your understanding of all this.
yeah.
Nuri doesn't just theorize about the future, he's lived it. He takes us back to his roots, to the 1950s,
Okay.
when his father, a Turkish farmer,
Wow.
landed a factory job in Switzerland.
Really?
Talk about a career 180. From farm to factory, across continents no less.
It really speaks volumes about the forces already in motion back then. Globalization, the allure of like steady work.
Oh, totally.
This was the post-war boom.
Yeah.
Factories were hungry for manpower. But as Nuri tells it, the shadow of automation was already looming large.
It's so interesting how that keeps coming up, this whole idea of automation.
Yeah.
So how did his dad react?
He saw the writing on the wall. Instead of fearing the machines, Nuri's dad, he learns how to operate them.
He becomes the go-to expert.
Wow.
Even got promoted while others were, worried about their jobs. It's a classic pattern.
No.
Adapt or become, obsolete.
It makes you wonder, right? What will be the machines of tomorrow that we need to master today?
Right.
That's exactly the question Nuri wants us to ask. And he doesn't stop at these incremental changes.
Okay.
He goes big. He paints this picture of a future where AI doesn't just change jobs. It changes the whole game. Imagine a world where work isn't about survival,
Right.
but about pursuing your passions, because AI handles all the essentials.
A world of abundance and leisure. Sounds pretty utopian.
Test, doesn't it? But Nuri argues that it's not as far-fetched as it sounds. He draws a line from thinkers like John Maynard Keynes, who predicted this decades ago, to today's AI capabilities.
Okay.
He's not saying it'll be easy, though.
Right.
Nuri emphasizes the need for continuous learning, evolving our skills, safety nets like universal basic income to navigate this transition.
Yeah, and one concept that really jumped out at me was the Flex Pro. Oh, yeah.
Picture this. You're not tied to one company. You're a Swiss Army knife of skills, just taking on projects, constantly learning and leveling up.
So it's like the gig economy.
It's like the gig economy on steroids.
On steroids, okay.
Yeah.
What are the implications of that kind of shift for the average person?
Well, hold on to your hat, because Nuri takes it even further.
Okay.
He introduces this idea of a skills exchange.
Okay.
Imagine a platform like LinkedIn, but instead of just applying for jobs, your skills are your stock.
Okay.
And companies invest in you based on, market demand, just like we see with athletes today, Messi, LeBron James.
Oh, totally.
Their value fluctuates based on their skills and performance. Nuri believes this could be the future for all sorts of professions.
So instead of a resume, we'll have a stock portfolio of skills.
Yeah.
Now, that's a radical shift in how we view work.
Absolutely.
It really gets us thinking, if skills become the currency of this new world, are we investing in the right ones?
Yeah.
It's not all about algorithms and stock portfolios, though, is it? Nuri saw firsthand how important that human connection still is. He talks about his own career path, kind of evolving alongside technology from traditional media to digital marketing.
Yeah.
He really embodies this whole Flex Pro spirit,
Yeah.
constantly adapting and learning.
It's almost like he's, living proof. This future he's describing, it's not some distant fantasy. It's already happening.
It's already happening. Yeah, and he stresses that this isn't just about individuals kind of hustling to keep up. We need systemic change.
Totally.
In education, in social safety nets, even how companies are structured to kind of support this new world.
Yeah.
He paints this really intriguing picture of humans and robots working side by side.
Right.
Cobots, he calls them.
Cobots, yeah.
Imagine a world where the strengths of both are kind of amplified. It sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie.
It does.
But he argues, cobots could unlock incredible productivity and even create entirely new job categories.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So it's not about robots taking over. It's about humans and robots collaborating in ways we haven't even imagined yet.
Precisely.
And while all of this sounds, exciting, Nuri doesn't shy away from the potential downsides, does he?
No, not at all.
He talks about these skills exchanges and raises some really important ethical questions.
Like what?
What happens to those whose skills become obsolete in this new marketplace? How do we prevent exploitation when your worth is constantly being evaluated?
Those are really good questions.
He doesn't have all the answers, but he lays out some thought-provoking solutions.
Okay.
Things like universal basic income, portable benefits that follow you from gig to gig,
Interesting.
even freelancer cooperatives where workers band together to have more bargaining power.
Right. It's like we need to build safeguards into this new system, make sure it benefits everyone, not just the, tech elite.
Exactly. And he reminds us that even in a world dominated by tech, some things will never go out of style.
Right.
Soft skills.
Mm-hmm.
Communication, collaboration, creativity, empathy.
Oh, absolutely.
These become even more valuable as AI takes over all those routine tasks.
Yeah.
These are the skills that make us uniquely human.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just about learning to code, it's about honing those skills that make us better humans.
Yes, exactly.
Which is kind of a refreshing perspective, that even in this tech-driven future, our human need for purpose and connection, it's still essential.
It is. And that brings us to another big shift Nuri explores: the changing nature of the workplace itself.
Okay.
He believes that the traditional office, it's becoming a relic of the past.
Really?
Yeah, replaced by remote work, virtual offices, and these fascinating things called DAOs, decentralized autonomous organizations.
DAOs.
Yeah.
That sounds like something straight out of like a cyberpunk novel or something.
They do, don't they?
Yeah.
Imagine a company with no boss,
Wow.
where decisions are made collectively by algorithms and its members.
Okay.
All powered by smart contracts. That's the power of a DAO.
So instead of climbing the corporate ladder, we might find ourselves navigating these decentralized AI-powered organizations.
That's the kind of radical shift Nuri's talking about.
Wow.
He paints a picture of a future where workspaces are more flexible, adaptable, and, designed for collaboration and innovation.
So how would that even work?
Well, he dives into how technology will shape these new environments, from AI-powered project management tools to virtual reality for remote collaboration. He even talks about biometrics being used in interviews.
It's like the line between the physical and digital workplace. It's just going to continue to blur.
Almost to the point of disappearing.
Almost disappearing entirely.
Yeah.
It's wild.
It is. And he's not just talking about cool gadgets, though. Nuri emphasizes the importance of creating inclusive and supportive workplaces that cater to a diverse workforce.
Okay, how so?
Well, things like flexible work arrangements, remote work options. He even talks about shorter work weeks to attract and retain the best talent.
It's like he's saying that in this new world of work, companies need to adapt to the needs of their employees, not the other way around.
Exactly. And he connects these changes back to the bigger societal shifts we're already seeing.
Like what?
The rise of the gig economy, the demand for greater work-life balance, the importance of diversity and inclusion. He's not just predicting the future of work, he's connecting the dots between these trends to show us how we got here and where we might be headed.
It feels like the ground is shifting under our feet.
It is a little bit.
So it's clear that, the traditional structures are being shaken up, right?
Yeah.
But what's replacing them?
Right.
It's kind of like, what comes next?
Well, Nuri, he gets surprisingly specific here.
Okay.
He proposes something he calls universal benefits accounts.
Okay, now we're getting into some really interesting territory. Tell me more about these accounts.
So imagine this: a globally managed system
Okay.
where workers have essential benefits no matter where they work or who they work for.
Okay.
Healthcare, retirement savings, paid leave. It's all covered, whether you're, a full-time employee, a freelancer, even if you're driving for a ride-sharing app.
That sounds like a game changer, especially for people who are part of the gig economy. But how would such a system even work, on a global scale?
Well, it's a huge undertaking.
Right.
And Nuri acknowledges that, but he throws out ideas like international taxation, contributions from both employers and workers. He even mentions blockchain technology to, ensure transparency and prevent corruption. It might sound radical,
Yeah.
but his argument is in a globalized work environment, we need these kinds of global solutions to support workers.
So it's almost like he's saying that worker benefits, they shouldn't be tied to a specific job or company. They should be like this fundamental right in this new world of work.
Exactly. It's about creating a safety net for everyone, no matter, how they choose to work.
Okay.
And he doesn't stop there. He also explores the concept of freelancer and gig worker cooperatives.
Oh, interesting.
Think of it like a union, but for the gig economy,
Okay.
where workers pool their resources, share information, and they can, negotiate for better pay and working conditions.
So instead of being kind of like isolated individual contractors,
Right.
freelancers could actually leverage their collective power to create a fairer system.
That's the idea. And Nuri suggests that these cooperatives could even operate on, digital platforms,
Oh, wow.
making it easier for freelancers to connect, collaborate, manage their benefits. It's technology used to empower workers, not just automate them out of a job,
Right,
which I think is really important. It's
Yeah.
not about replacing,
right.
it's about how we can use it better.
It's about working together.
Exactly.
Nuri's book isn't just like a crystal ball to the future. It's a toolkit for building a better one.
I like that.
He really pushes us to question our assumptions about what work even is, what skills truly matter, and how we value human labor in this world that's increasingly, run by algorithms.
Yeah.
He's asking us to be active participants in shaping this future, not just passive bystanders.
We can't just sit back and wait for it to happen to us, right?
Exactly. It's about embracing the possibilities of a skill-based economy while also creating a system that's fair, sustainable, benefits everyone. And that starts with asking ourselves some tough questions.
Like what?
What are we doing to future-proof our own skill set? Are we building the networks and connections that'll be essential in this new world? It's a call to action for all of us, to embrace lifelong learning, challenge the status quo, and work towards a future where everyone has the opportunity to thrive. Nuri's book has given us a lot to think about,
It really has.
from AI-powered workplaces to the rise of the Flex Pro. It's a future full of both challenges and possibilities. If there's one thing to take away from this deep dive,
What's that?
it's that the future of work isn't something being done to us, it's something we're all creating, day by day, with the choices that we make. So as you navigate your own career journey, remember Nuri's challenge. If skills become currency, what are you investing in?
That's a great question.
That's something for all of us to ponder. That's it for this deep dive into the future of work. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep shaping the future you want to see.
I like that.